Hello, Facebook and YouTube. It is the 710 show at 420. I'm Roman D'Angelo, and today we are going to discuss a little bit of wrestling news. WrestleMania 40 is coming up this weekend. Let me get my oil here. Have a proper smoke out. Discuss WrestleMania. More specifically, after WrestleMania, when they do the fiscal cuts in WWE usually. Hold on. I happened to see Vince Russo's channel come across my YouTube feed this morning. And he seems to think that after WrestleMania, The Rock is going to cut Triple H. I hope that this happens. In fact, if there's justice in the world, this will probably happen. He's been nothing but box office poison for the ratings, and I hope that they can get somebody that can book WWE way more competently than he does. He's incompetent and he jerks off the marks way too much. If I'm The Rock, I'm going to put somebody in there that's going to put the marks in their place and illustrate to them, you don't have the power of the pin. I do. I decide what happens on the product, not your whiny ass bullshit on Twitter. If there's justice in the world, The Rock will do this and put everybody on notice when he gets a new head of creative in WWE. I really, really want this to happen. And if he puts a new head of creative at the helm of WWE, I might actually watch it every week.
Roman.
Um,
He's gonna put a jabroni as the head. That's what he's gonna do.
No, he's not.
Gonna choose a jabroni and go completely against his history as The Rock.
No, I firmly believe he's going to install Brian Gerderwitz as head of creative because Brian Gerderwitz has been writing all his promos. Also, Brian Gerderwitz works for $7 Productions. There's a little inside baseball for y'all. $7 Productions, if you don't know, that's The Rock's production company.
Another little piece of baseball trivia. This guy, like a decade ago or whatever, bought a game-worn Babe Ruth hat. And he had it in his collection, and one day he decided he wanted to wear it into a game, but it's against the regulations. You have to wear the regulations, so you have to wear the exact same style of everything uniform-wise. And so he decided to sneak this hat onto the field, and he got 3 outs, and then they called him out, and they told him to take the hat off, and they fined him something like $1,700 or whatever. And years later, because it was game worn twice, it wound up going for something like $500,000.
I thought it was $250,000.
No, it was. I'm pretty sure it was $500,000. If I'm mistaken,
okay.
I'm mistaken.
Okay. In any event, not to segue or anything, but a little drama happened in AEW or AEW, Ass Eater Wrestling. A little drama happened in Ass Eater Wrestling. Uh, CM Punk came out on a podcast and said Tony Khan doesn't run Ass Eater Wrestling like a business, which he doesn't. Okay. Then Tony Khan got so offended by this comment. He got so offended by what CM Punk said that he sent Adam Copeland, also known as Edge, out there to cut like a half-hour promo, sucking AEW's dick and Tony Khan's dick in succession. And like, that's a good thing for him to do if he wants to ruin his credibility, because AEW sucks. It's the drizzling shits, and the ratings are nothing compared to Monday Night Raw. And the ratings for Monday Night Raw aren't even that great. Do you have any thoughts, Blue, about that?
Exploding sparklers.
Oh, yeah. If you don't know, he's referencing the AEW exploding barbed wire deathmatch that happened on AEW Revolution in 2020.
It was supposed to be an exploding ring match, and at the end, the timer goes off, and the ring doesn't explode. Fucking Roman candles shoot out of the corners of the ring. Roman candles. Holy shit.
See that YouTube? You get to see me die.
Yeah. Hey, Roman. If I bought you candles, would they be Roman candles?
Only if you inserted them into my ass.
I don't see how that works. And on that cringe ass note, later, YouTube.
If you caught my stream yesterday, you know that I broke the story that WWE is going to be resurrecting Extreme Championship Wrestling. If they're going to do this, then they should put Paul Heyman at the executive producer credit and do more angles that are reality based and try to score like a reality TV type of product instead of what was going on in WWE on Monday Night Raw, for example. They need to be some kind of alternative to what we get on Mondays and Fridays. AEW doesn't want to be an alternative to what we get on Mondays and Fridays. So maybe it's up to TKO to service another part of the wrestling fan base and actually give us some kind of grittier alternative to Monday Night Raw. They should let the talent curse. They should let the women get undressed if they want. They should do all kinds of things, but mostly they should inject sex appeal and fucking masculinity into the product. Because right now, there's a bunch of soy boys bossing Triple H around, and that's the only reason Cody Rhodes is in the position he's in the company, and he's a big loser. I think that um, Cody Rhodes is the biggest no-draw politician of all time. I've made that clear in previous streams. But yeah, they need to ground ECW in a grittier reality than Monday Night Raw is in. ECW can succeed, but they have to be a lot more edgy than Monday Night Raw wants to be. Monday Night Raw is kid stuff. I don't really like it. I review it for the channel, but I'm not watching it and enjoying it. It's just something that I have to sit through. Same thing goes for SmackDown. That's not the company I like to watch when I sit down and watch wrestling anyway. I usually sit down and watch AAA Lucha Libre or something when I'm watching wrestling just for enjoyment. A lot of you idiots probably thought I was going to say New Japan, but there's not enough fucking storyline in New Japan for me. Let me take one more hit and then sign off real quick. I will see you in 2 hours and 20 minutes, Facebook. This is Roman D'Angelo signing out.